Congratulations on making it to university. How's your freshers week? Is it heaven, hell, or both? The craziest parties happens during it every year. People even die from these parties. But after this chaotic time, you'll soon discover many other types of them, which are nicer, more indulging, or even keep up this craziness. Today we are gonna talk about the parties that I've been through and how me, from the other side of Earth, have to say about it. The point is just to simply spend time with friends, have fun, and escape your everyday stress. Back at my hometown, our party gets very noisy, not just any kind of noisy, but mahjong noisy. With no room in our place, a party room is our go-to place. It's kinda like your games room. They'll list a bunch of equipment and facilities and you can decide which one to book. We go on that mahjong marathon and those left behind can go to the side to play karaoke and Mario Kart. It's peace and fun, especially if you don't want to go broke during the mahjong runs. I was super excited when my flatmates said they are going to hold a house party in our flat. You probably have a good idea what happens, but I don't. I was chatting with people and getting to know each other until they brought out the vodka and Carling value packs. Turn on that Bluetooth boombox and ear-rape me. Within minutes I retreated back to my room, curling my blanket and go back to my doom scrolling. That's when I realized partying is not partying. It's getting smashed, or potentially smashed, or if you're lucky, smashed. Unfortunately, I only tried the first one and never lucky enough to get the last one. Despite my failure as a socially awkward, shirting, alcoholic single self, I managed to meet some of my closest friends in pub socials. We were just friends, right? Right? It's not until we got together for a house party that we got that close. Each of us got food, drinks, and tried to dress up as something. I rolled up my scarf and got a pair of jugs. To those who needs it too, it's a good trick during winter. What would you do if you can join? Perhaps maid costume? Unlike the party I mentioned just now, it's peace and fun. We lit a few candles, put up some music, and at one point we are even dancing to Hey Macarena. And for the rest of the night, we end up playing card games, woofing, and truth or dare. Do you know scientifically, staying awake for 17 hours equals to being drunk? And with the drinks we are getting, so much tea is spilled, and I mean every drop of tea. You would expect us to walk back midnight, but it is until the point where the sun hits our face that we decided to keep the leaked information to ourselves and leave. So when does those midnight walks happens? You might have partied in high school, but there's no way to compare to this. The club. But let's just backtrack a bit. How do you end up in front of it? The club is just like those loud house parties, but now the point is not to meet people. The one objective is to get so drunk you won't remember what happened the next day. Because believe it or not, drinks are double and even triple the price in there. So how does that sound to a Wetherspoon customers like me? That's a bad deal in all capitals. So we grabbed our puffy jackets, walked to our nearest supermarket and we get out those of Strongbow. If we end up in Lidl, we get its off-brand equivalent, both for the bros and myself. And when it seems that we can't get drunker from the pre-drinks, we picked up the jacket again and haunt the streets. But like 2022 me, you are new to this game, so is it fun? Just a kind reminder though, when you join your fellow menace in the queue, sober with the cold wind or else the security may not let you in. It's a line of no return. After you pass the bouncer's stern gaze, you are left with only one choice. Flash banned by laser disco lights. And blast by September and your mates pulling you to the dance beat, trying your best to carry him. You need a break. Or it might just be a random dude who's way too frank. And you know who the fuck brings a tote back to this place? Me. I was in 3 layers with a full arsenal of tissue paper holding my pints of cider, which for your interest is only half gone by the half-hour mark. You might manage to catch some girl's attention like that, feel free to experiment. But there's no way out until the music starts to fade out and the heat dies down. That's the cue that we should go home and crash on our bed, praying that we won't puke on it. It's easily one of the most thrilling things for me over my uni years, despite going more and more and more. Am I crazy? No. Am I okay? Probably yes. So why did I go more? It's a funny story. A friend told me to join the next clubbing event her society is promoting because I missed her birthday party. But unlike those things, these things
Oppan Gangnam Style.
It kept on for hours and I got to meet so many of my people. So not long after, I decided to help run the society and got my hands on all the tickets. And no broke student will miss out on any of those. At that point, I got close to a bunch of friends and we do the pre-drinks together. We end up going most of the time and also grabbing that kebab by the corner after partying. It's not the best food, but that vibe is priceless, especially when I am often the only guy in the group. Most likely because I'm too harmless. It's not just the girls who love the harmless people, there's a kind of party which prefers every one of you guys and kicks out the crazy ones. These private parties are usually more organized. You have to buy the tickets a few weeks in advance and prepare your suits or dresses if you are one of the gals. These events will be all over Instagram feed during November. Each society will try to promote their Christmas ball, where apart from the disco, you also get to have food. It's one of the biggest events of the year, and I will remind you, don't get smashed. I repeat, don't get smashed. I helped organize one of the balls and we opened the bar too early. We ended up having smashed the people smashing around the place and kicked out a few of them. I hope you won't be that guy. If your suit is still intact, congratulations, you might be able to go to another one of these. But how about getting invited? If we invite people, we always ensure you are harmless to others and the venue. On a friend's birthday party, I got to experience the life of rich people once. They have them all you can drink and really nice food, not a giant turkey from your local societies. You also get to hang out with people who you have a distant relation with, not a complete stranger, where the first thing you ask about them is how you met the friend who put the party. That night is what you call vibes, except trying to get the most out of the bar and end up throwing up a few times. But all of the three of them, we got the chillest and cheapest type, which is partying at home. Although occasionally someone might like some music, then we got to the clubs that blast music on a daily basis where you pay for the pre-drinks, entries and post-cup meals, which is still much cheaper than the private parties, which is also good vibes. So here's where I get cancelled. Which one do I prefer? Nowadays, quality time is really what matters most for me, not that dopamine hits when you go high from drinking. Rather than those crazy nights out, the quiet ones where we spend hours connecting left a deeper mark in me. Those board game and chatter on sofas will forever be one of the most precious memories I had for university. If you really want to have some peace and quiet yourself, I suggest you trying to black out from vodka. Or just click here and see how I drank in the UK. And don't forget to subscribe and like this channel. See you next time, bye!